Morning all. I was going to stay away from police subjects now. It's getting a bit boring even for me. But what do we find? Sir Craig Mackay, the cowardly commissioner, is now the subject of so much flack he's competing with Sean Walsh. And all the shit about him and come dancing. Now, Sean Walsh doesn't deserve it. Let's have it right. But Commissioner Mackay deserves all he gets. And this mock-up showing him getting a white feather. The classic cowardice emblem. And well deserved. Even his ex-colleagues are giving him plenty. Well, what can you say? Fiona Bruce. Well, I'm sure we all have a soft spot for Fiona, but bloody hell. Do you know, the equipment broke down in a BBC building, so she was late for the 6 o'clock news when she had to get to another one. So what happens? She phones the police, and the police escort her through crowds in Westminster. Well, how many would like to do that? Anyway, if you're in doubt now, he's stuck in traffic due to Andy Burnham's traffic jams in Manchester. Give the police a ring. Get them to take you. Great service, really. They're doing nothing else. Well, ladies, that's very unjust, isn't it, eh? Let's be honest. These are a few shots of girls enjoying a tipple at Ascot and Goodwood. Now, what's wrong with that? Drunk and incapable. Makes a change from doing the hoovering, doesn't it? Get on with it. Well, without being too light-hearted about this, on a subject which I don't agree with, to be honest, but you can see the point. Now, girls are being followed and photographed, even doing upskirt photographs, which can't be difficult while they've got the waistband rolled up and they're practically showing the backsides, and nobody is stopping them doing it. They leave home with it round the knees, and then they go to school, and then it's round the knees, and as soon as they come out, they roll it up to the waist, practically showing the backsides, and then wondering why they're getting all this nonsense. They're going round looking like kissograms, so they're getting sexually harassed. Isn't it time they put them all in trousers? Or parents got a grip, or the school's got a grip, because there's no excuse for it. It's time somebody invented a skirt that couldn't be rolled up, had a metal band the length of the skirt or something, just sewn in so they can't take it out, and it'd stop it being rolled up, and then it'd stop them looking so provocative. And they certainly do. Well, I was watching University Challenge the other night. I watch it every week, actually. And I've broke my record. I've answered 5 questions correctly. Can you believe it? How these kids know some of these answers is absolutely beyond me. And I'm sure you. But they do. And when you look at them, you worry, don't you? How on earth are they going to get through life? And then you see a thing in the paper, the same paper as ex-ministers saying to halt the witch hunt on soldiers in Northern Ireland. And then you get Cambridge University, PC zealots, refusing to honour the World War One dead. A chance to show the photo, which I prefer to at every opportunity. But where do they come from, these kids? Why have they got no respect at all? These are the kids that come through doors reading texts and expect you to stand out of the way. Well, I've knocked a few of those about, I can promise you. But it's a disgrace, it really is. They shouldn't be allowed. They wouldn't have the ability to speak out or study if the Germans had won. And we lost thousands. And they looked happy while they were doing it. And they can't even show that little bit. It's a disgrace. Been missing these articles really recently, but here's a belter. A jihadi wife who's just come out of prison for terrorist offences is trying to get council accommodation. She's refused 7 houses as unsuitable for her and her children while she's on benefits. And now she's got legal aid to take Brent Council to court because she wants the opportunity to get an 8th one. And these lunatics at Brent have even offered her £5,000 to pay a deposit on a house and buy it herself. Well, she went to court with it, didn't she? Legal aided, but the judge has kicked it out. What the hell's going on? It must make your heart glow, really, mustn't it? If you're like a girl I know that goes to Audacious Church to the homeless night. She's pregnant. She's living in a poxy council flat with broken windows, no heating. She's going to have the baby in a few months, and Manchester Council, run by Andy Burnham, who claims to help the homeless, and with Vincent Company at Manchester City, who is going to bung him all the money from his testimonial, and they can't even put her in decent accommodation. And she can't even get legal aid to have a go about that. What is going on? Well, this little beauty is Gareth Lee, the Northern Ireland homosexual who got the Equalities Commission to sue Ashes Bakery in Northern Ireland, and Amy and Daniel MacArthur, directors of the company, decided that they didn't want to make a cake with a political message, so they refused to do it. And 4 years on and 500 grand down of taxpayers' money, he's lost. And here's Daniel giving him the appropriate gesture. Well, you know, you look at that fella, Gareth Lee, there's no wonder he's homosexual, is he? You couldn't find a woman that would kiss him. I don't think even Sean Walsh would. But bloody hell. 4 years, all that worry, and they'd have to pay the costs if they lost. And now the taxpayers paying it because this bloody weirdos lost. A victory for Christians. They didn't open the shop on Sundays. They went to church. They served every denomination in the shop. But they wouldn't promote homosexuality and gay marriage. Gay? Are you serious? Anyway, that's all, folks. Off for a pint of Guinness.